Hello, lovely people. It's always a joy to come to you again. Today, I'm so much excited because I'm going to bring to you one of the most vital aspects of our daily lives, which some of us are finding it so difficult to do. Thank you so much for subscribing to my page. I'm so grateful to you. Now, today, I'm going to bring you a very vital aspect or a vital information about our life. I'm going to talk about living a purposeful life. Now, one thing that I want you to understand is that every individual has been created for a particular reason. We all have different abilities and purposes, and here on this earth, we are here for our own purposes. Each and everybody has a different or unique purpose that we all have to identify. Ask yourself, do I know my purpose or my reason for existence? If I do, am I living it? Have I fulfilled that purpose? By the end of this session, you would have gotten your answers to all these questions and many more. Yes, so somebody will ask, what is purpose? Purpose is defined as the reason for which something exists or the reason for which something is created. Yes, everything exists for a reason, everything exists for a purpose, and it is up to you to discover that reason for which that thing exists. A chair as an object exists for certain, but somebody can decide to use it for another function. That is up to the person. Yes. So this brings me to the point that our purposes which we discover, our ways of living them may either be right or wrong. And it is up to you to make sure that you are living your life according to how it should be. And the direction is in the right direction with God and with yourself. God, in His own wisdom, has created us for a particular purpose, and it is up to you to discover that purpose. Identifying the purpose isn't enough. There is much more to it. Many people have built our ideas and our minds and focuses on the point that if you make money on earth, you have or if you accumulate enough wealth here on this earth, then your purpose has been fulfilled. Yes, it may be true, but the truth of the matter is you can't measure your purpose by the wealth you have accumulated. There is much more to it. There are so many people who have accumulated their wealth. They have accumulated enough, but they are living the wrong purposes. They are living other people's dreams. A doctor may be a doctor today, but the truth of the matter is he may not be joyous in his field or be fulfilled because he's not living his purpose. For all you know, his parents told him to become a doctor, or he realized that in our economy it's so hard to find job or to find a work after school. So when you go into the health area, you get a work right after school. So he chose that profession. So he's working, he has accumulated enough wealth, but he is not joyful. He is not making it to the top because that is not his divine purpose. I want you to know that everybody has his or her own reason for existence, and to find it doesn't end there. Now, are you living your right purpose? Are you serving the intended purpose to which God created you to do? When you read the Bible from 1 Peter chapter 2 verse 9, it says, "But you are a chosen race, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a people for His own possession, that you may proclaim the excellencies of Him who called you out of darkness into His marvelous light." Yes, you are a chosen generation, a holy nation, a royal priesthood. If you really know who you are, I don't think you will live your life anyhow. You think the son or daughter of a royal or a Otunfo would live life anyhow. No, it doesn't happen that way. It's because that person knows who he really is or who she really is, and the person is living his or her life according to that. I want you all to know today that you are not just any other person. You are not just any ordinary person. So don't live your life like a commoner. Don't live your life like a commoner. You have to live your life and make sense with the life that you are living. Dr. Miles Monroe of Blessed Memory said, The greatest tragedy in life isn't death, rather life without a purpose. That is how dangerous living your life without a purpose is. But many people do not see it that way. It is my prayer that at the end of this session you'll be able to identify your purposes and live them in fulfillment with God. The Bible from Acts chapter 13 verse number 36 says, and I read, "For David, after he had served the purpose of God in his generation, fell asleep and was laid with his fathers and saw corruption." David was one of the greatest kings Israel ever had. David was able to accomplish his purpose. He fulfilled his purpose here on earth, so he was recognized. When you are talking about the greatest kings that has ever lived, David's name will be mentioned. This is because he completed his purpose, or he fulfilled his purpose before sleeping. Can you boldly say after your death that I completed my purpose, or I fulfilled my purpose? Or can somebody boldly say that about you? That is one thing that you have to check. If you know yourself that there is no way somebody would say that about you, you must know our existence in this life in order to accomplish our purposes. If you have your focus, there is no way that you are going to live your life just anyhow, because you will prioritize your focus and make sure everything that you do will be geared or shifted towards your focus to achieve what you want to get to or where you want to get to. If you have a passion in something, that should lead you to your purpose discovery. So many people realize their passion in singing as they are children or as they are kids in their early lives. That is how they grow up to become big or great musicians, because after discovering their passion, it didn't end there. Rather, they pursued it and they worked towards achieving excellency. I urge you to discover your passion now and make sure you can use it in attaining your purpose. Again, if you are able to find your purpose, you are able to live a fulfilled life, because you know your reason for existence. In that way, whatever thing that you do, you are fulfilled. The great King David was fulfilled in all his ways because he was working towards his reason for existence. Again, if you have identified your reason for existence, you live a joyous life, glory, because you know that whatever thing that you are doing, it is your purpose or your reason for existence. So you have that inner joy within you that helps you to do what you have to do, and that will take you where you have to get to. Now, I want all of you to know that this life that we are in is not by mistake. Our abilities and talents will help us to discover our purposes. And it is my prayer that you'll be able to find your passion and work towards attaining your purpose. I have found my purpose. What about you? If you haven't found your purpose, I urge you to work towards it and find it, because it is always a great joy to find your purpose and live according to that purpose. Thank you very much for joining me on today's session. It's been amazing with you. Stay tuned and get more of such episodes. Please don't forget to subscribe after watching and share. Tell a friend to tell a friend, and let's do this together.